the solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for June the 10th through June the 16th. And on Sunday the 16th, it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. A particular mention to my son, Aidan. What a lovely dad you are. I'm so proud of you. And listen, I want to say thank you to everyone who commented, liked, shared, and I want to thank all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, I hope that you enjoy these readings and that you will return. And if you're returning, I really appreciate your love and support of this channel. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And these are general readings, like I said. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't assume that everything I say here is applicable to you. If you would like a personal reading and a more in-depth reading, the link to my website is below and you can check that out and see all the readings and the services that I offer. Another way that you can support my channel, FYI, is through Patreon, and you can do that for as little as $1 a month. That's not a lot to you. It's $12 a year. It's not a lot to you, but it's huge to me. I can do a lot with $1, or just a one-off donation. That would be really helpful too. Anyway, check out the Patreon page. I post things there that I don't post anywhere else. Sometimes I post things there first and then release it elsewhere. Anyway, I also have a Facebook group, guys, and it's a private Facebook group, and I do live feeds there every 2 weeks. I do horoscopes for people that attend the live feed, and I also have my cards on hand for any questions. Now, these readings are in 3 sections. There is the intro, which is this. There is the astrology report for the week, and then the tarot card reading. So if you're checking out your sun, moon and rising, all the links will be below. There will also be timestamps of where you can skip the intro and astrology if you're checking out the readings, multiple readings. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading. Now, on Monday, June the 10th, at 11:28 a.m., the sun is in a very challenging aspect to Jupiter. Now, this aspect may have you overly optimistic, and you may have some errors in judgment. You could be extravagant with money, and you could expand your waistline also. It's just an energy that can overdo things. Now, take care not to have unrealistic expectations from those around you, colleagues, employees, employers, friends, family members. And your ego may want to come out and play. If not you, those around you could exhibit arrogance or egocentric behaviors. Have a forgiving heart for yourself and for others. Now, on Wednesday, June the 12th, from 11:15 a.m. to 3:16 p.m., the moon is what we say in astrology, void of course. That means it's kind of stuck between 2 signs. It's not moving. It's kind of floating there. And that means it's kind of like Mercury in retrograde. I would avoid purchasing anything, particularly large items. You could get buyer's remorse. Now, also, don't sign any contracts because things could be missed during this time. Now, on Friday, the 14th, at 2:12 a.m., Mars is in a beautiful relationship to Neptune. Now, this aspect enhances your intuition and psychic abilities, so trust your gut feeling. And there's a nice balance between creativity and practicality. It's like you'll have magnetism and charisma attracting people to you, and Mars will give you the energy to carry out a creative project to completion. Just in time for the upcoming full moon in Sagittarius on Monday the 17th. So take I would just say take care not to be too self-sacrificing during this time. Also, a little bit later on in the morning, 11:49 AM Eastern Standard Time, Mars is kind of in a seesaw relationship with Saturn. So Mars is the soldier, right? And Saturn, the grumpy old man. There may be a tendency to be a little cruel, impatient, and perhaps manipulating. It's an energy where you find yourself or others lashing out in cruel and not very nice ways, and your self-esteem could fluctuate on this day. So there's definitely a mix of energies there on Friday. Now on Sunday the 16th, Mercury is in a beautiful relationship to Neptune. It's kind of doing what Mars has done, but now it's Neptune, right, is moving into those kind of same energies. It's 4:43 AM Eastern Standard Time. A wonderful imaginative mind with the ability to smoothly communicate and brilliant concepts which could inspire you and others. It kind of gives you this a visionary outlook, if you will, and it's like you'll become this engaging storyteller, so you will grab people's attention. This aspect will benefit you immensely if you are a writer, a creative writer, a journalist, or if you're in the visual arts. Now the same day, Mercury, a bit later on at 7 AM, a few hours later, is in that opposition, that challenging kind of seesaw relationship with Saturn. So the thing with this is your mind will be extremely sharp, right? And it's almost like you could handle a very difficult subject. Your concentration powers will be very strong. With Mercury opposing Saturn, you've got that, what's the word? Saturn's like the teacher, the strict teacher, and he's structure and form. And Mercury's the mind that can wander, right? But he will keep it in kind of check. So, you can tackle a very difficult subject that you couldn't get your head around before. You may be able to do that now. So, use that energy. And then at 8:18, just a little bit over an hour later, Jupiter moves into a challenging relationship to Neptune. It kind of gives you the urge to help others. And it's like, you'll have this wonderful kindness and compassion, and altruism could take center stage. You just have to be careful not to kind of lose yourself in it and, help people at the expense of yourself. So it's kind of, it's almost like unrealistic expectations of yourself, if you will. So don't self-sacrifice. Be aware of that. Okay, let's go to your cards, shall we? Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your tarot section of your reading for June the 10th through June the 16th. And one last shuffle. Aquarius, Aquarius. Let's see what wonderful blessings, guidance, and helpful information we have for my lovely Aquarians. What wonderful blessings, guidance, and helpful information. Do we have... Oh, 2 more cards, please, for Aquarius. 2 more cards for Aquarius. Oh, darling, here they are. Lovely. Okay, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Very, very interesting. Okay, now we have the clarifying cards. Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay, please clarify. Please clarify. Okay, here we are. Please clarify the... Is that coming out? Almost, but not quite. Aquarius. Aquarius. Please clarify. Oh, there's lots of queens here, darling, today. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's check out your cards, shall we? Okay, the first card out is the Lover's card. And then you have the Seven of Wands. And the next card is the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Swords. And clarifying, the Queen of Swords is the Four of Cups. Okay. All right. So we have the Lover's card, right? In this deck, it's all about passion. It's almost like Mars and Venus, right? You've got the soldier with the wonderful, gorgeous woman, and it's full of passion and emotion because there's water there and the sun is coming down. It's very hot and passionate. Now, passion comes in two forms, as we know. There's sensual passion, loving passion, you know, and then there is, you know, that anger of passion, you know, that's a two-edged sword kind of thing. And you have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is about not compromising your values. So it's about not giving in. It's about not giving your power over to your partner. Or it could be a friend or a colleague. It could be, you know, the lovers can definitely mean another person. It doesn't have to be your life partner per se. But whatever this is, it feels that you have perhaps compromised your values and given your power over. So this is a clear message not to compromise your values. Simple as that. Don't go with somebody's idea of what they want just to keep the peace and because you don't want to have the fight or the debate. And it's not about having a fight either. It's about controlling your emotions in a way that you are not lashing out and perhaps talking to someone in a condescending way. But it is about, you know, standing your ground and speaking up for your truth. And don't get, what are those things called? Those steamroll. Don't get steamrolled. They probably don't even have them these days, but they used to have these big steamrollers to lay the tarmac on the roads. They probably do. Yeah, they probably do. I just haven't seen them. But so this is about not compromising your values. Stand your ground and speak your truth, but do it in a kind and compassionate way. And look, you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is about, she's an incredible leader. She makes things grow. It's about abundance. It's about, you know, growing, manifesting, you know, manifesting wealth, if you will. You know, abundance comes in many forms. You know, it can be growing vegetables in the garden, but I really feel that this is your income will grow. But it's going to grow through hard work. And I've got the Eight of Pentacles, right, under this. And she's she's got the peacock there. It's a sign of abundance. She's totally in opulence, right? But what I'm clarifying it, is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is an apprentice. So you are perhaps thinking about learning something new. Now, this could be, you know, taking an online course. It could be totally going back to school. It could be learning experientially some kind of craft or, a new career in a way. But you are being asked to give your craft or whatever your gift is, whatever it is, the time, the energy, and the attention that it deserves. So this is immersing yourself in learning everything you can, and perhaps in investing money, perhaps whatever it is for you. It's about really studying and really putting the time and the effort into it. Now you have the Queen of Swords. Now you could be the Queen of Swords, or somebody else could be the Queen of Swords. If you're the Queen of Swords is this, intellectual. She's an air sign, much like you. You're an air sign. It's intellectual. You're intellectual. She's not intuitive, but she knows people. She sees through them really quickly. She can see a facade. She knows when somebody isn't being sincere. She knows when they're not being authentic. She really sees the truth. And not because she's intuitive, but because she's studied people for so long. And she's about cutting to the chase. She tells the truth. The problem is, when she tells the truth, her intention isn't to hurt anyone. Her intention is to help you grow, right? But she's, she'll say it just, she just comes out with it. She's abrasive, and it's almost like, it's shocking that she says things that she does, right? She's kind of been alone and fended for herself so long that she's not compassionate to people's feelings. She blurts it out. So now, if someone is the Queen of Swords to you, it's really important that you kind of take a minute, because you want to go and you want to lash out back, right? How dare you? And who do you think you are? And blah, 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 blah. But this is about retreating and really looking at it and taking the truth from it and saying, okay, look, I've had some pretty intense remarks made to me. At first I'm like, how dare you, in my head, right? And then I sit back and I think, okay, what part of that can I own? There may be some truth to that. Let me explore it. And sometimes, more often than not, there's a bit of truth in there. When it hurts us, sometimes the truth hurts, right? They say. Sometimes there's a little truth in there. So you're being asked to open your mind up and look at that and see what you can own. And look, you've got the Four of Cups clarifying it. And the Four of Cups is not being open to seeing. Look, he's been given a gift, right? And he's not seeing the gift because he's just in his head and he's focusing on what this person has said, and he's like this, closed off. And he won't expand his mind, and he won't look at this gift of growth and perhaps this wonderful opportunity to change something about himself, right? Because sometimes we need to hear these truths. And look, sometimes we don't want to hear them. She doesn't wrap them up in pretty bows, She doesn't. She's just not made that way. So, but we still need to hear them sometimes. Right, so when the Queen comes in, it's saying don't shoot the messenger, basically. Don't shoot the messenger. My nose is going 10 to the dozen. And this is like, look, he's got his arms closed. He's refusing to see it the way it is. He's just angry and resentful, right? He doesn't want to hear anything. He's not looking at. So you're just being asked to open up your mind just a little bit. Think, okay, what part of that can I really own? What can I change about myself? And it's a wonderful thing. It's an amazing thing to grow from that. It's hard sometimes to look at it. I'm not going to say that it's easy, but it's such an immense gift. It really is. And look, that's a gift from on high that you're being given. Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, or on social media. Comment. I answer every comment and I welcome feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all and I'll see you next week.